Honestly, if a woman is not interested in you, she will do these things. Let's be real for a moment. When a woman isn't into you, she might never say it outright. She won't sit you down and explain it in words, but her energy will scream it louder than anything she could ever say. Because women don't reject with sentences, they reject with silence, disinterest, and distance. And if you're paying attention, you'll feel it. You'll feel it in how the conversation starts to fade, how her tone changes, how her messages turn into dry, two-word replies, and how you start chasing her attention instead of receiving it freely. A woman who is not interested in you doesn't necessarily hate you. She might even like your personality, respect you, or enjoy your company. But that spark, that pull, it's just not there. And when that spark is missing, nothing you do can make her feel what she doesn't feel. 1. Her consistency disappears. In the beginning, she might have been responsive, texting back quickly, laughing at your jokes, showing curiosity about your life. But suddenly, it's like her energy just vanished. You start noticing patterns. You text her in the morning, and she replies at night. You send something thoughtful, and she reacts with an emoji. It's not that she's too busy, it's that you're not her priority anymore. When a woman is interested, she makes time. When she's not, she finds excuses. And those excuses, I've been busy, I forgot, sorry I slept early, they're not lies, they're signals. Signals that say, you're not that important to me. Real interest doesn't go missing, it shows up consistently. If she wants you, she'll find a way. If she doesn't, she'll find a reason. 2. Her body language changes. A woman's body speaks before her words do. When she's not into you, you'll notice her leaning away instead of toward you. You'll notice she rarely touches you, even casually. Her eye contact fades, her smile feels forced, her energy feels like a wall. You can feel it in the way she sits, guarded, distant, uninterested. She crosses her arms. She checks her phone while you're talking. She laughs, but not with her eyes. She's physically present but emotionally absent. You can't fake attraction, and you can't talk someone into feeling it. When a woman is into you, she lights up. When she's not, she shuts down, quietly, politely, but completely. 3. She stops asking questions. When a woman likes you, she wants to know everything. What you do, what you like, what drives you, what makes you smile. She's curious. She listens. She remembers little details. But when she loses interest, that curiosity dies. The conversation becomes one-sided. You talk, she replies. You ask, she answers. But she doesn't ask anything back. It's not because she's shy or tired. It's because her emotional investment has dropped to zero. And when a woman's heart checks out, her curiosity goes with it. That's how you know she's mentally walking away while still sitting right next to you. 4. She becomes emotionally unavailable. When a woman doesn't feel a connection, she starts creating emotional distance. You'll notice it when you try to open up about something real, and she just gives cold, generic replies. You'll say, it's been a rough week, and she'll say, oh, I see. You'll share something deep, and she'll change the topic. There's no empathy, no emotional exchange. She's protecting herself from being too involved, because deep down, she doesn't want to lead you on. And her subconscious knows. The more emotionally connected she gets, the harder it'll be to pull away later. So she builds walls instead of bridges. She keeps it surface level, because she's already halfway out the door. 5. She avoids alone time with you. When a woman is interested, she'll find excuses to see you, even for a few minutes. She'll suggest coffee, walks, random meetups, small reasons just to be around you. But when she's not interested, she avoids intimacy. She cancels plans, gives vague answers, says, maybe another time. She prefers group settings over being alone with you. Because being alone means pressure. And she doesn't want to give you the wrong idea. A woman who likes you will find a way to be near you. A woman who doesn't will find a way to stay away. 6. She starts comparing or mentioning other men. This one hurts, but it's real. When a woman starts talking about other men, especially their qualities, their habits, their looks, it's her subconscious way of signaling disinterest. It's not always intentional or cruel, but it's her way of saying, "You're not the one occupying my thoughts." If she mentions her friend too often or laughs too easily when talking about someone else, that's not a coincidence. It's her way of emotionally distancing herself from you. A woman who likes you protects your feelings. A woman who doesn't won't even notice she's hurting them. 7. She becomes too polite. You might think politeness is a good sign, but sometimes it's the opposite. When a woman is polite but detached, she's being respectful, not interested. You'll notice how formal she sounds. No teasing, no warmth, no playfulness. Just polite. She'll say things like, "You're such a nice guy," or "You'll find someone amazing." Those aren't compliments, they're closure in disguise. A woman who's interested doesn't treat you like a polite guest. She treats you like a connection she wants to explore. When her tone turns overly kind, overly distant, or overly respectful, she's preparing to step away. 8. She doesn't mirror your energy anymore. When you text long messages, she replies short. When you show enthusiasm, she stays neutral. When you try to meet her halfway, she doesn't move at all. That imbalance is your answer. Relationships, even in the early stages, are about mutual energy exchange. When only one person is giving, it's not a connection, it's a chase. And chasing destroys attraction. Because the more you chase someone who's not interested, the more they run. Not because they hate you, but because you're trying to force what should flow naturally. 9. Her communication feels like obligation. If she only replies after long delays, if her messages sound forced or robotic, if you can sense that she's replying out of politeness, not excitement, she's already emotionally checked out. You'll feel it. The rhythm of her words, the lack of warmth. It tells you everything. When a woman cares, her energy feels alive, responsive, playful. When she doesn't, every text feels like effort. And here's the hard truth. You can't make someone care through consistency. You can only make them care if they already do. 10. She lets you go easily. This is the clearest sign of all. When you pull away, and she doesn't chase, doesn't question, doesn't care, that's your answer. Because a woman who truly cares will notice your absence. She'll feel your silence. She'll ask what happened. But if she doesn't, then she's already made peace with losing you. And you owe it to yourself to accept that. Don't chase closure from someone who already closed the chapter. Don't try to convince someone to choose you. Love is never convincing. It's either mutual or it's not. Final truth. You deserve to be with someone who chooses you. Not out of convenience. Not because she's bored, but because she sees you and values you. When a woman is interested, you'll know. Her eyes will tell you before her words do. Her actions will match her energy. You won't have to decode, guess, or beg for attention. And when she's not, you'll know that too. So stop chasing mixed signals. Stop confusing politeness for attraction. Stop investing your heart where it's not being valued. Because real love doesn't hide behind excuses. It shows up clearly, confidently, and consistently. If she's not interested, let her go. Because holding on to the wrong one only delays the right one. And one day, you'll meet a woman who won't leave you guessing. You won't have to overthink, overtext, or overproof. She'll just be there, steady, open, and real. Until then, protect your peace. Recognize the signs. And remember, a man's worth isn't measured by who chooses him, but by who he chooses to walk away from when he finally knows his value. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective.